Hey students, today we are going to finish our Old Testament books by learning about the major prophets and the minor prophets. And a prophet is a person that God sent to send a special message to his people. So let's read about the last books of the Old Testament, the major and minor prophets. Our first major prophet is Isaiah. The author is Isaiah the prophet. Some key characters are Isaiah. Some key stories contains many prophecies. Jeremiah. Author Jeremiah. Key characters Judah's kings, King Nebuchadnezzar. Some key stories Jeremiah the prophet. Lamentations. Author Jeremiah. Key characters Jeremiah, the people of Jerusalem. Some key stories: a book of tears written for the fallen city of Jerusalem. Ezekiel. Author Ezekiel. Key characters Ezekiel and Nebuchadnezzar. Some key stories: Ezekiel's life and ministry. Daniel. Author Daniel. Key characters Daniel, Nebuchadnezzar, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, Belshazzar, Darius. Some key stories: Daniel in the lion's den. So those are all of the major prophets. There are 5 of them. Now the rest of these are minor prophets, starting with Hosea. Author Hosea. Some key characters: Hosea, Gomer, their children. Some key stories: the marriage of Gomer and Hosea. Joel. Author Joel. Key characters: Joel, the people of Judah. Some key stories: the locust plague, the day of the Lord turned back to God. Amos. Author Amos. Key characters: Amos, Jeroboam II. Some key stories: the message of Amos, who was a layman. Obadiah. Author Obadiah. Key characters: the Edomites. Some key stories: shortest book of the Old Testament, message to Edom. Jonah. Author Jonah. Key characters: Jonah. Some key stories: Jonah and the big fish. Micah. Author Micah. Key characters: the people of Samaria and Jerusalem. Some key stories: Micah presents this true picture of God the Almighty Lord, who hates sin and loves the sinner. Nahum. Author Nahum. Key characters: the people of Nineveh and Judah. Some key stories: Nahum's ministry. Habakkuk. Author Habakkuk. Key characters: Habakkuk, the Babylonians. Some key stories: Habakkuk's ministry. Zephaniah. Author Zephaniah. Key characters: people of Judah. Some key stories: Zephaniah's prophecy. Haggai. Author Haggai. Key characters: Haggai, Zerubbabel, Joshua. Some key stories: Haggai's urging the people of Jerusalem to get back to God's work. Zechariah. Author Zechariah. Key stories, characters: Zerubbabel, Joshua. Some key stories: Zechariah's prophecy, which was very messianic. Messianic means the Messiah, Jesus. Malachi. Author Malachi. Key characters: Malachi the priests. Some key stories: tithing, which is giving money to church. Malachi forms a bridge from the Old Testament to the New Testament. All right, students, so those are all of the Old Testament books, the major and the minor prophets. So now we've finished the Old Testament, so go ahead and complete the rest of the assignments and activities.